Hi everyone, I am Ashlea Kodarat and my chapter is all about Elias and Salome, the missing chapter of the Noli. So Rizal said, fled the days of ease, the days of love's delights, when flowers still would please, and give suffering souls surcease from the pain and sorrow blight, by Jose Rizal. So let us proceed. So Elias and Salome was included in the original manuscript, originally intended by the author to follow chapter 24 in the woods. Next is crossed out in a blue pencil so that it was deleted from the printed novel. Relates Elias' escape from the picnic when Guardia Civil came to arrest him with his sad parting with Salome. So why did Rizal delete this chapter? So the cause of deleting this chapter is the cost of the printing is proportion with the number of pages of the manuscript and also lack of funds. So there was a letter written, which is, I'm sorry I have killed Elias instead of Crisostomo Ibarra. But when I wrote the Noli, my health was very bad and I never believed I could write the continuation and talk about revolution. Otherwise, I would have preserved the life of Elias, a noble character, a patriot, unselfish and self-sacrificing, the necessary qualities for a man to lead a revolution. While Crisostomo was egoist who decided to provoke a rebellion only when he was injured through his property, his person, his love, and all that he held sacred. Success cannot be expected for the enterprise of a man like that. So that was the letter. Next is the synopsis of the missing chapter. So Salome is waiting for Elias to arrive, sat on a bamboo battlement, sewing a camisa of bright colors, and when she heard footsteps, she laid aside her sewing, went to the bamboo stairway where Elias stood carrying a bundle of firewood and a bunch of bananas which he placed on the floor while he handled a wiggling the lag to the girl. Salome noticed that her love was sad and pensive. She tried to console him, asking about the girls at the picnic which the Guardia Civil soldiers disturbed, looking for him. Next is Elias told her in a gay mood that there was many girls among whom was Maria Clara, the sweetheart of a rich young man who just came from Europe. Afterwards, the young man rose, preparing to leave. She told Salome that it won't appear good for the people to know that night overtook him there but stayed for a while. When he knew that she has been crying, Salome explained that is not right for her to live alone. She told Elias that she will go to her relatives in Mindoro. Let's proceed. Elias agreed to Salome's plan to go to the house of her relatives. He told Salome to forget him, to forget a love so mad futile, and to find someone who is not like him. Salome exclaimed, but Elias explained that the day of his pursuers had already came and that he will be just left alone for the rest of her life. He told her to improve her beauty and to get a good husband whom she deserves. So next, Salome told Elias that he might go with her but he refused. Elias then narrated what happened earlier at the picnic that morning, how he was saved by Ibarra from the jaws of crocodile, to whom he vowed to repay the good deed even to the extent of sacrificing his life. He explained that anywhere he would go, even to Mindoro, the past would still discovered. Salome looked at Elias tenderly and told him to stay in her house, to remember her, to sleep where she have slept and dream as if she was beside him, and to remember their memories together in her house. So Elias exclaimed, waving his hand in desperation, and told her to forget him after disengaging himself from her tender embrace. He left with a heavy heart, following the lonely path lined with the shadows of somber trees in twilight. Salome followed him with her gaze, listening sadly to the fading footsteps in the gathering darkness. So that will be all. That is how the chapter 9 ended. Thank you.